Good afternoon, everyone. And I'm sure all of you are well aware and been following the news about COVID-19 and the implications that is for your courses here at Methodist. So, starting Wednesday, March 18th, when you return from the extended spring break, our COM 320 course will go completely online. So, we will not be meeting, obviously, on Fridays anymore. I wanted to just touch base with you and let you know a few changes that we're going to make to the course due to this change. However, it's actually, I think for this course, you're lucky in the sense that it translates very easily online. I teach this class online to a group of your peers, and so you'll just basically follow the same format that they do. So probably the most important changes that I want to let you know about is that we are not going to have a service learning project for the semester. So we will not be attending City Light or Teen Center on March 23rd or 30th. And so any course expectations related to that project will no longer exist. So there won't be any thing you need to turn in terms of interview questions or a written proposal, anything of that regard. However, one of our course objectives is still your communication skills in terms of oral public speaking. And so instead of having you do the service learning presentation, you will do the same type of presentation that our online students do, which is a 5 to 7 minute recorded video presentation over the findings from your literature review. So you're basically going to tell us what your topic was, what you learned about it, what you found to be most interesting, what were some of the strengths and weaknesses of the articles, and how are you going to use the information that you learned going forward in your healthcare career. So that will be a recorded presentation. And so I do have directions on how to do a video presentation if you've never done one before. And that's all listed now under coursework, or excuse me, course assignments. Any new thing to the course, I'm putting under course assignments called updated course documents. So you'll find the final presentation information there as well as the table topics. So there are several of you that have not yet done a table topic, and so instead of doing that in class, you'll post a discussion board under the table topic discussion board link. You will just put a summary of a current event and then pose a question to the group. So you may decide to do something over coronavirus, and you would share about the article that you read and then ask a question to the group, and students can respond to that. If you're not sure what week that you were signed up for or what week you should post, you can go and look at the links there. And so if you were for March 20th, which was week 9, you would just post in the week 9 discussion board. Additionally, since we won't be meeting online or on ground to talk about these issues, we will, instead of doing a weekly assignment, I will have you post on the discussion board. You would answer a question very similar to the weekly assignment, but then you will have a chance to respond to 2 of your peers. And that way you have an opportunity to kind of discuss these topics with others. So typically for weeks 10, 11, and 12, you will need to post by Thursday and then respond to 2 peers by Sunday night. Both of those due at 11:55 p.m. However, because we're going to have a short week next week for week 9, I just want you to post an initial response by Sunday night, March 22nd, and you don't need to respond to any peers at that time for week 9. And then for week 10, you'll need to post by Thursday and then respond on Sunday. And you should respond to at least 2 people. And your post should be at least 200 to 250 words. And then your responses don't need to be as long, but they do need to be substantial, not just something like, oh, good point, or I agree with you. Add to the conversation in some way. In terms of other assignments, everything else will carry on as outlined and expected. You will have your portfolio reflections, the effective communicator, and the change agent. Both of those do. And then you'll have your literature review and then the literature review presentation. Those are both due in week 13. And then week 14, you can choose to do either the final exam or a final reflection. Both of those are posted. You can review those. And that is due in week 14. The final week of the course, week 15, by April 30th is when you're going to need to upload your final portfolio, which has levels 1, 2, and 3. Again, that's getting your portfolio up to date with the first 3 levels. So a total of 9 reflections would be due. I know that at this time, I'm guessing it's very overwhelming for you. I think it is for all of us. For those of you who have children, I know there's a lot of anxiety around what's going to happen with the schools. For those of you who work and depend on work in order to pay your bills. I know there's a lot of anxiety around that, and then all these changes with school. So please, please, please reach out to me by email or by phone. I've included my phone number in the email that I'm sending out today. If you are concerned about being able to meet a course deadline, if you're having any challenges, please reach out and let me know. I can get you to the resources that you need, or we can make alternative due dates available and work with people individually. I think we're all just going to have to try to do the very best we can during this difficult time. But the best way for me to be able to help you is for you to reach out and let me know what you need. So with that, I think that covers the majority of concerns or questions that I think might come up regarding the changes to our course. But if there are other questions, please feel free to let me know. And then I will be sending out weekly emails to let you know what's going on in the course in terms of what you should be doing, what's coming up next, and then any information that needs to be communicated out. So be looking for those. I will typically send those out every Monday. And so that's a way to keep up on the course as well. But please stay safe out there. And if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. Thank you.